Hello guys, it's your boy Dollar Graphics. Thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, please don't forget hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell so as to be notified when I drop a new video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to design a church flyer like this. Without further ado, let's get started. So this is my Corel Draw. I'm using a version 2021. So what next I'm going to do now is to create a new page. I'm going to do that by going over to this place where I have my plus sign over here like this. I'll just go ahead and click it like this and have my page like this. So what next I'm going to do is to change this my page setup. I'm going to do that by going over to my property bar, then come over to this place where you have a A5. Then I'm going to change it to A4. As you can see now, we're having it at portrait like this, in a portrait form. So what next I'm going to do is to go over to my toolbar, then click on my rectangle over here like this to fit it into this white box that I have over here like this. Let's go ahead and then click on it like this and have it like this. Alright, so what next I'm going to do is to head over to my property bar, locate where my outline pen is, then over here like this. I'll just go ahead and click it like this. You're gonna pop up to multiple options like this. I'll just go ahead and tick this none. As you can see, it automatically remove the outline from my page like this, my project, you might want to call it. So what next I'm going to do is to give this my project a gradient. I'm going to do that by going over to this my toolbar, then come over to this place where I have this interactive feature like this, or better still, you can just press G on your keyboard to select the interactive feature like this. Just give it like this. Yeah, and I'll be this way. Now the reason behind this is to give this part of white that I have over here that shade of black, and this side of black that I have over here, I want it to be that shade of blue. So I'm gonna do that by going over to my color palette, dragging my blue color and drop it like this. Then do the same thing and drag black like this, and I have it this way. So I'm gonna double click on this my interactive feature like this at the middle like this, and drag this blue color like this and be like this. So this side of the blue at the top, I'm gonna change the blue to sky blue. I'm gonna do that by going back to my color palette. I'll drag my sky blue like this and drop it like this, and I have it this way. So I'll just take my time and adjust it like this. Yeah, I think it's okay like this. So what next I'm going to do, I'll head over to my property bar, then look at where this my smooth stuff is like this over here like this. Let's go ahead and clip it like this and have it like this. So what next I'm going to do is to go over to my page 3 where I have the resource I'm going to be using for the sake of this tutorial. So I'll just drag in this my background and drop it like this. Head over to your property bar, locate where your angle rotation is, then type in 90 on your keyboard to change the angle like this. Hold down shift on your keyboard and then scale it up like this and angle like this. Just take your time and do it properly. Right click on the background, then select power clip inside, and have it right inside of project. So what next I'm going to do is to blend this in my background with that of my gradient. I'm going to do that by holding Alt on my keyboard, then select the project like this and have the selected object inside my power clip like this. So I'll head over to my property bar, my toolbar like this. I'll select my transparency tool, head over to my property again, and select overlay like this. So what next I'm going to do is to reduce the opacity. I'm going to do that by going over to this place, then type in 50 on your keyboard, or let's use 80 instead. So, and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to go to my page 3 again, then drag in this my background that I have over here. Drag and drop it in your project like this, scale it up and position it like this. Yeah, right click, then select power clip inside, and I will that inside my project. go over to this place where it says edit, or better still, right click on your project and select edit power clip like this. So I'm gonna position it like this, then come over to my toolbar, then select my transparency tool, then drag it like this. I have it this way. So head over to my property bar like this. From this normal, I just go ahead and select soft light like this. So I'm going to reduce opacity to 50 like this. I just go ahead and take this to finish. I still feel the background inside is still dark. I don't want it to look obvious. I'll just go ahead and reduce the opacity again. So I'll change it to 80. I'll just go ahead and take this finish like this. I think it's really better. So let me check it from this side. Okay, that is much better. So what next I'm going to do is to drag in this background that I have over here like this. I'll drag it and drop it in my project like this. Scale it up like this. Then right click, then select power clip inside like this, and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to hold on onto my keyboard and select the project that I have inside the background that I have inside my power clip like this, and I have the selection of the snow background like this. I just position it this way and scale it up a bit. Head over to your toolbar, then select your transparency tool. Head over to your property bar again, then select screen like this and have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to bring in this smile. I think there is something missing. I'm going to do that by I'll just import my background from my resources. I'll just right click, then import like this, or better still, you can just press Ctrl I on your keyboard to import anything into your project. So I'll just select where my background is. I'll just drag and drop it like this, and I'll resize it like this, and I'll place it over here like this, and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to right click, then select power clip inside, and I have it over here like this. I just click on it and select my project like this, and I have it right inside my project like this. So what next I'm going to do is to type in this my praise and worship. I'm going to do that by going over to my toolbar, then select my text tool like this, then type in your praise and worship. Like this. Just scale it up like this. So head over to your menu bar where you have your text, then scroll down to where you have change case. Just go ahead and change it to upper grade like this, or just go ahead and take it like this. So what next I'm going to do is to give it a white color for now. So I'll change the font to intro line. I have it over here like this. Yeah. So press Ctrl key on your keyboard to break the text apart like this. I'll do that again. So now I'll take my time and scale this up, then position the worship beneath it like this, then reduce this one a bit like this, and bring down this one like this, reduce it a bit, then place it over here. Highlight the text, then press Ctrl G to group them. Hold down Shift on your keyboard, select your project make sure it is center like this. Press on your keyboard to make sure it is center like this. So what next I'm going to do is to bring in this my worship stuff that I have over here like this. I'll drag and drop it in my project like this. So what next I'm going to do is to trace this my background. I'm going to do that by going over to my property bar, then select this edge trace bitmap. So that's where you have your outline trace, then line art like this. Just give it a few minutes to process, and we have it back like this. I'll just go ahead and take it from this side and have it like this. I'll just go ahead and delete this. So what next I'm going to do is to ungroup this one from this side from my property bar, ungroup it like this, then drag this one like this, and select this and hit delete on your keyboard like this. So I'll just get this down a bit. I'll ungroup my text from this side from my property bar like this. So I'll take out the eye from the face like this, and I'll give it space with my space bar. I'll bring in this my worship stuff like this and have it right like that. I'll just write like this. Alright, so I'll just take my time and position it like this. So what next I'm going to do is to fill it with white color for now. Fill it with that color. So for my worship, I'm going to give it a gradient. Press G on your keyboard, or better to come over to your toolbar and then scroll down to where you have your interactive fill tool over here like this, and draw it like this. So I'm going to click on this box that I have over here like this, then my color mode is RGB. I'll just go ahead and type in 176, then 132, then 44 like this to give it that shade of gold. Come over to the other side, then type in another code, color code. I'm going to change the color mode to RGB like this. Let's go ahead and type in 255 again, then come over to this place and type in 132. Just go ahead and click OK. This is color code for it. So let's go ahead and press enter my keyboard and have it like this. So what next I'm going to do is to double click on this side of the gradient tool like this. Do the same thing and double click on again on this side. So what next I'm going to do is to copy the color code for this one from this side. Instead of typing the figures again, I'll just go ahead and copy the code like this. Ctrl C on your keyboard to copy the code. Come over to this place, then paste the color code that you copied. Ctrl V on your keyboard. So and I have it like this. So I've also copied this color code from this side and place it over to this side. Let's go ahead and copy like this. Ctrl C has and press Ctrl V to place the color code like this. And have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to draw my rectangle tools and draw a box like this, and fill it with white color like this. Remove the outline by right clicking on this stroke over here like this, and I just get rid of the outline like this. So what next I'm going to do is to group this my praise together with this stuff that I have over here like this. I'll just go ahead and hold down shift on my keyboard and select the praise, then Ctrl J on your keyboard to group them. I'll just drag in this white box that I have over here and place it inside the text and select, right click, then select power clip inside, and I have it right inside the praise like this. So I'll go over to this place where it says edit, but better still, right click on it, then select edit power clip, and I'm right inside the power clip like this. Might not be able to see it because it's a white rectangle, so white box, anyhow you might want to call it. I'll just go ahead and go to my tools bar, then select my shadow and drop a shadow like this. just take your time and do it properly. Yeah, I'm happy this way. Just go ahead and take it from this side, then place this my hand over here like this, and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to group everything together, highlight it, then press Ctrl G on your keyboard to group every element that you have in this side. Hold down Shift on your keyboard, then select your project, press C on your keyboard to centralize it, and it is centered like that. So what next I'm going to do is to head over to my tools bar like this, click on this drop down icon like this, then select your contour over here like this, and have my contour selected. I'll just go ahead and come over to, I'll just go to my property bar over here like this and select outside contour and have it like this. So what else I'm going to do is to give this my what next I'm going to do is to break this my praise and worship and with the contour apart. I don't want the contour with the text to be together. I want every single element apart. So I'm going to do that by pressing Ctrl Q on my keyboard to break the contour apart. Ctrl Q on your keyboard. For some reason that doesn't work. So press Ctrl Q on your keyboard and I have the contour break apart like this. So what next I'm going to do is to give this my black contour a outline, white outline. I'm going to do that by coming over to the space where I have my white, right click to give it this outline, white outline like this. Just head over to your property bar, then increase the size like this. So now the concept behind this is to get rid of the black. So I'm going to press Ctrl Shift Q on my keyboard to have the black outline, the white outline apart, and the contour itself, the black contour himself apart. I'm going to do that by pressing Ctrl Shift Q on my keyboard to break them apart. So as you can see now, we're having the contour apart and we're also having the white outline apart like this. So I'll just go ahead and hit delete on my keyboard like this and have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to come over to the place, okay, and drag this in my background. My background I have over here like this. Okay, I'm going to drag this in my background and drop it in my project like this. So go over to your menu bar, bitmap, select bitmap, then convert it to bitmap like this. So head over to your effects, creative, the experience where you have grenade like this and have it this way. So I'm using a shape. The shape I'm using for this is ellipse, sorry. And I'm using an offset 106, fade at 90. I'll just go ahead and take it from the side by clicking OK like this. So what next I'm going to do is to power clip this my background, this worship stuff that I have over here inside my project. I'm gonna do that by right click on the background like this, then select power clip inside and I have it right inside the project. So go down also on your keyboard, then select the image like this, head over to your property bar, then select your tools bar, select your transparency tool and head over to your property bar like this. Then from this number you're going to change it to overlay like this and I have it this way. Reduce the opacity a bit like this. Yeah, let me just try for you and I have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to let me adjust this a bit because I'm gonna feel this stuff is getting too bright. So I'll just take my time and do it properly. Alright, I think this is fine. So plus I'll go ahead, drag it and drop it in my project like this. Right click and select power click inside like this, and I have it right inside my project. Hold down Alt on your keyboard to select the strokes like this, then duplicate it like this and group them together like this. Just take your time and position it the way you want it. Then head over to your toolbar like this. From your blending mode, you go and change it to overlay like this. Reduce opacity like this in 80. Yeah, and have it this way. So what next I'm going to do is to come over to my toolbar, then select my triangles, my box like this, my rectangle tools, then draw a box like this, then select your shape tool like this, then hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, then drag this side like this. Yeah, I have it like this. Position it the way you want it. I'll just take my time and do it properly. Just bring this down with it. Duplicate it like this. Select the both of them, then give them blue outline like this. Increase the outline by coming over to your property bar, then select where the outline pen is, then increase it like this. Fill it with white for now. So what else I'm going to do is to bring in this my text that I have over here. I'll do that by pressing Ctrl C on my keyboard, then come over to my project like this, press Ctrl V to paste it. So in case you don't know how to place this box, let me just walk you through on how I achieve that. Don't just get rid of it. So I head over to my toolbar like this, then draw in my rectangle like this, then fill it with white like this, and on the rectangle that you drew. So I'm going to get rid of the outline by coming over to this place where I have my stroke sign, then right click to get rid of it like this, and I'll read this way. Press down Ctrl page down your keyboard to send it to the back of your text, and have it that way. So what I'm going to do is to come over to my toolbar, over to this place, then right click on this your drop down arrow to select your pen tool, then select your pen like this. So I'm gonna draw like this, then just take your time and do it this way. I'm gonna fill it with white color, then get rid of the outline like this, and I'm going to send it back. Okay, come over to your toolbar, then select your shape tool to position this side properly like this. I'm going to send it to the back of the rectangle. You're going to break down your keyboard, and we have it right back at the back of this first rectangle that we drew. So that's how I was able to achieve this. So for this, actually draw you a circle like this, not a perfect circle. So I increase the outline by coming over to my property bar, then increase the stroke like this, then I copied it, Ctrl C, then change this white to black like this, then paste the one that I copied earlier, Ctrl V like this, and I adjust this like this, then I tap in adjust it like this, then rotate it this way. That's how I was able to achieve this ellipse over here like this, over with the weight. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of this. So the font that I use for this weight is taken by Boncho. In case you want to download it, taken by Boncho demo. So I'll just go ahead and put them back again. And the font that I use for the short name is Montserrat Medium, and for the Bright Light International, Church International, I also use Montserrat Medium in case you don't download any of these fonts. Don't forget that the font that we use for the praise and worship is Intro Line in case you want to download it. Intro Line over here like this in case you want to download it. So that is the font that I use for the praise and worship. So I just go ahead and increase it like this, then hold down shift on your keyboard, select your project, then press here on your keyboard to centralize it like that. So what I'm going to do is to type in my present over here like this. Yellow color like this, then head over to your menu bar, come over to this place where you have text, then scroll down to where you have your change case, then change it to uppercase like this. Just go ahead and click OK and have it like that. Place it at the side. So what I'm going to do is to draw my rectangle like this, just a little bit like this, then give it the white color, yellow color rather. Get rid of the outline by clicking on this stroke over here. Come over to your tools bar, select your shape tool, then control key on your keyboard to convert it to curve like this. Double click on this side to get rid of one side, then drag this to the middle like this. Just take your time and do it properly. And I have it like that. I'm gonna duplicate it by left click, then drag it, then right click at the same time, then change this color to white like this. So let it go to then we scale it down like this and bring it down like this. So what else I'm going to do is to paste this my pictures that I'm going to use in just my box that I drew. I'm going to do that by selecting the photo, then hold down, select this one, then hold down shift to select the other one, then just drag them and place them on your project like this. Scale them down like this, then bring them to the side. So I just go ahead and power clip inside, select this, then right click to select power clip. You will see your cursor will change this from the normal one to something that looks like arrow, not even looks like, it's an arrow sign pointing to where you want to place the selected image. Let's go ahead and select this box to place it right inside the box. Do the same thing with the other image and place it like this. So I'll hold down onto my keyboard to select the image that I have inside the rectangle like this and have it selected like this. Let's scale it up like this. Just make sure I take your time and do it properly. And I have it done with this way. So I'm gonna press Ctrl C on my keyboard to copy the image like this, and I have it copied. Then Ctrl V on your keyboard to paste it again. So I'll go over to my tools bar over here like this, select on my shape tool, then just crop this out to the side of the box like this, and I have it this way. Do the same thing to the other image. Hold down Alt on your keyboard, then scale it up like this. So Ctrl C on your keyboard, then Ctrl V to paste it again. Head over to your tools bar, select on your shape tool, then crop it like this. And I have it that way. Just go ahead and group this, select it and group it, then give it a space like this. Do the same thing to the other image and group it like this. Now hold down shift on your keyboard while selecting the first image, then select the other one. Ctrl G on your keyboard to copy, then hold down shift on your keyboard again. Select your project and press C to centralize it like that. So what next I'm going to do is to bring in this my address. I'm gonna do that by pressing Ctrl C on my keyboard like this. Come over to your project, draw a rectangle like this. Hold down shift on your keyboard while selecting the rectangle, then select your project like this, then press C to centralize it like that. And go ahead and give this a view, then come over to this place and get rid of the outline. Then Ctrl V on your keyboard to paste the address that you copied. Just go ahead and click this, increase it a bit like this. So what I'm going to do is I'll just bring in this host and the guest over here like this with the boxes. Press Ctrl C on your keyboard to copy it, and come over to this place and press Ctrl V to paste them like this. For you might just go ahead and type in your guest name and host. But for me, I'll just go ahead and leave it like this because I'm just doing this flyer for the sake of this tutorial. So what next I'm going to do is to bring in this my circle over here. Select this back up, pressing Ctrl C on my keyboard, and come over to your project like this and press Ctrl V and have it pasted in my project like this. It's called Montserrat. So in case you don't know how I achieved the text here and the TH at the side, I'll just show you how I achieved that by tapping 30 on my keyboard like that, and scale it up like this. Scale it up like this, then change the font to Montserrat. Change the color to white. So I want to create this shape that I have over here to paste the TH inside the circle like this. So to do that, I'm gonna select I'm gonna head over to my property, my toolbar like this, and create this box like this. Hold down shift while selecting the box, then select your 30 and come over to your property bar, then select trim over here like this, and I have the shape created. So that's how I was able to create that shape on this arrow. So in case you want to do the same thing, so that's how I was able to achieve that. So I just copied this other one over here like this, Ctrl C on my keyboard, then come over to your project and Ctrl V to paste it like that. So it's the same way I created this one. That is the way I also created this one. So as you can see, this one is a little bit thicker than this one. Just go ahead and include the outlines. So 2 or better still, I'll just go ahead and choose this one, 1.5. So what next I'm going to do now is to bring in my lens flare that I have over here. But before then, let me drag this my snow effect and drop it in my project like this. Scale it up, but hold down shift on your keyboard while doing this. Then right click to select power clip inside. Hold down Alt to select your snow effect that is inside your power clip, then position it this way and have it like this. So what next I'm going to do is to bring in the lens flare that I have over here like this. I'm going to do that by dragging it into my project like this, then paste it over to the side where I want to paste the light effect. So go to my toolbar, select on my shape tool, then crop the side of the lens flare that I have, www.psdgold.com. Now copy it out like this. So head over to your toolbar again, select your transparency tool over here, and head over to your property and select screen, and I have it this way. So that's how I was able to achieve this church flyer like this. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so as to be notified when I drop a new video. See you next time.